All right. So, did you know it's also very important to clean your home, obviously physically, but it's also important to clean it spiritually as well? Well, I
That's
did it.
right.
I did it.
Don't act like a dirty teenager.
And we are Soul and Self Collective. We're both marriage family therapist trainees, and I'm a baby monk shaman, and this is my Husha, aka shaman assistant.
Scott.
So, as I was sharing earlier, I've learned that it's also important to spiritually cleanse your home. And so, during our break, I definitely had to spiritually cleanse our home, especially during the really long, busy summer semester. We're living off on semesters. That is our calendar right now.
Yeah, we don't have
And
seasons.
yeah,
We have trimesters.
exactly. So we're on summer trimester right now, and it was awful. And fall semester is going to be even worse. Something that I've learned during my first level so far is that a shaman should also clean their home and their spirit guides and themselves continuously. It's similar to your home as you live through it. You're gonna drop dust, right? And it gets dirty. And so that tends to happen too in the spirit world, except not as dust, but more of spirits and energy that is drawn to your light, the energy in your home, and things that you might pick up at the grocery store or something.
Yeah, and I will say, as a Husha, when your shaman starts to spin around and do a 360, just let them do their thing, and not wonder why they're facing in different directions. Because I was just like, well, she's doing something. I don't think I'm supposed to face her that way. This is new. She didn't tell me ahead of time because I don't even think she knew. Did you even know you were going to cleanse the house the first time you did
No,
it?
no, I did not.
It just happened.
It just
I was
happened.
so confused
Yeah.
because she was facing the opposite way. We were trying. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, should I be readjusting you or what should I be doing right now?
See, what happens is that when I'm in the spirit world and I'm cleansing my home, I see my spirit guides a push image of what I'm supposed to do, like with my physical body. And so I follow along with that.
In a circle.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Q&A afterward.
Yeah. So I have a question. When you are cleansing the house when you're in the spirit realm, like what does that look like? I know you said that your spirit guides push images, but like what do you see? Do you see our full house?
Yeah.
Are you going room to room through it? Are your guides doing anything during this time?
No, my guides, they don't do anything. Actually, the one time that they did do something, I gave them that task to do it. Like I instructed them to go help me pre-cleanse certain areas.
Were you at the shrine when you did that one, or were you?
Yeah, I'm always at
Oh,
the
okay,
shrine. Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
okay. That's cool. So, what does it look like when you are going and cleansing the house?
So when I go and cleanse the house, I just see our home, right?
Yeah.
And it's always daytime when I go. I don't know why that information is relevant, but those things I find it very interesting. What?
Adding on to that, I think is it's reverse, right? So because we always ning in the morning,
Yeah.
which is daytime in the spirit realm.
No, in the morning day, it's like opposite for them.
So it's nighttime.
Yeah. It's like dusk to night.
Just the night, and
Yeah.
then when we do it later in the evening,
It's day over
it's
there.
day over there. Oh, okay. So it's usually nighttime when you're cleansing.
Depending on what world you're in,
Oh, so each
it
world
may
has its
it
own
may yeah.
cycle.
Yeah, but for the most part, when I go in the spirit world, it's always been the opposite of whatever time of day it is
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Cool.
But anyway, so when I go cleanse our home, it's day just like here, the time that we go and winning. And I see our home, but everything's empty. Okay. Scott, Iris, my
So
son
there's
Theo.
no
No, nothing.
furniture or anything. It's just
No,
empty.
no. Furnitures are still there. Like,
Just no people.
yeah, just
okay.
no living things there.
Okay.
And I
Spirit guide caught your tongue.
you're so and what I'll see is that sometimes there could be outside spirits that are essentially homeless, they will follow their way in through somebody, kind of like a flea or like a cockroach. And they'll just kind of hover around somewhere where there's not a whole lot of like human activity. So, like the bathroom, the closet, the stairwell, things. Did I already say the closet?
Yeah.
Okay. The closet again. Because
They love the closet.
we have a lot of closets, right?
We do.
And so they'll linger in there. And so I'll see those spirits and I'll send them away, like I'll banish them away. And then there's occasionally I'll see like clouds, like it looks like almost like it'll look like a filter, like a powdery black filter that's over a specific area only of my home. Sometimes it'll be in the living room. Sometimes it looks almost like a paint smear, right, in the vision. And so I'll just cleanse those away, and then I'll make my way upstairs and into the bedrooms and whatnot.
Another question I have.
What?
Is it always human type spirits, or are there animal type spirits and different types of spirits that go along with that?
I've encountered like non-human spirits and spirit guides. One of my peers, spirit guides, plural, spirit guides, came to visit me, and they had a cute extended stay for a bit. I've also seen cats.
Can I ask more about that?
About what?
About the spirit guides that came here.
Okay.
So, did you know that there were spirit guides when you were here? Or like, how did that process go of like trying to cleanse them out of the house?
It was after a really long ning session. I was just over it, and I just wanted to go home. But I'm like, you know what? I need to cleanse my home. I can feel like the ick in the home, and so I finished second floor, and I'm on my way to the first floor, right? And I'm cleansing, and I go, the closet door in this office room was closed. It's usually not closed. And whenever I go cleanse, it's always open. And so I'm like, okay, this is sus as hell. And so I open it, and staring back at me is a bunch of children. Like, it was like 3 or 4. They look like maybe 9 or 10-year-olds. And they're just staring at me. And I'm like,
hello.
Yeah. And so, but they didn't look like ghosts, and they didn't feel like evil spirits. And I tried to like push them away, but they were just looking at me, blinking, staring. And so I'm like, whatever. So I'm like,
Close the door.
No, I threw holy water at them, and I was like, don't be naughty, and I closed the door. Yeah. And I just continued my way and started cleaning. And then it wasn't until later that those spirit guides that was in the closet, their shaman reached out to me, my peer, and was like, my spirit guides wanted to go visit you. I hope that's okay. I'm trying to call them back, but I'm not feeling anything. And I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. They can stay here for a couple days. It's fine. But yeah, it was such a bizarre experience. 2 days.
2 days?
That I've noticed.
I think I remember that because the next day when you went to Ning,
yeah,
weren't they trying to participate?
Yeah, they were. They followed me on because I'm a very dedicated shaman, baby shaman, okay? And so on my next day of orninging, as I was walking along my path, I saw images of me standing on my bench, my shaman bench. And I usually do not have the urge to stand on that bench, but for some reason that day, I kept seeing images of me, stepping back and standing on my bench.
I was so confused when you were like,
yeah.
Can you help me get on my bench? I'm like, what?
Yes. And I was there, and then I saw my peer's face, and I was like, are you guys following me? I just started talking to their spirit guides, and I was like, I really appreciate what you guys are trying to do to help me with my journey, but you guys should go home now. This journey is meant for me and my spirit guides only. I appreciate you guys though. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Like they were just being really helpful. And then immediately, like I felt them just poof, gone. Like they went back home. It was the strangest, most funniest experience ever. But
Okay, side quest complete.
sure.
What were we talking about?
We were talking take two. Okay, I remember now.
All
You were
right.
asking if I've seen anything else besides like human spirits or
Oh yeah,
whatever
you were
inside
just
the
saying
home.
you saw a
And
cat.
yeah, I saw a cat in my daughter's closet and I tried to get rid of it like 4 times at least. And it told me that my daughter gave it permission to stay there. And so I'm just, whatever. You just wait. I'll get rid of you. And so after I was done owning, I went and asked her, like, did she? It's so weird, like the questions I ask her. She's probably like, but I asked her, I was like, so I saw a cat spirit in your closet. Are you aware of that? She goes, no, that's so cool.
Can I keep it?
And I was like, did you give it permission to stay there? And then she was like, yeah, probably. And so I'm just, I don't know.
It sounds like
it's
something she
it's
would do.
harder to get rid of something, especially if someone who lives in the house gave it permission to stay.
Mhm.
And so those are
That's
the type
nice.
of cleaning that I would do in the spirit realm for my family and myself. Yeah.
What do you think the difference is going to be when you clean someone else's house?
I have no idea. I'm so interested though. Anyways. But yeah, I think it would be so interesting to see like the different type of homes compared to ours because all I
Yeah,
know is ours, right?
yeah.
Especially with even soul retrieving as
That would
well.
be so interesting because you don't know, like, if you go to someone else's, you really don't know what's good and what's bad in the house.
Oh no, the shaman will know immediately because they'll sense like non-living spirits lingering there. Their
Yeah.
spirit guides will tell them.
But let's say you go to someone that has, I mean, obviously everyone has spirit guides.
Mhm.
So how do you know the difference between what's a spirit guide, what's not a spirit guide?
It's a
Because
feeling.
you've actually had to deal with that too with my spirit guides. You said there's
Yeah.
been multiple times where my guides are just around and you're
Yeah.
like, what are you doing?
Whenever I encounter his spirit guides or my children's spirit guides, his spirit guides, they tend to be a little bit afraid of me and they kind of like, they get really nervous around me. And they're a bunch of ladies. And so I was like, you got like a harem in here or something.
Is this the room that they hang out in? Is down here?
Yeah, your spirit guides, they love to hang around in this room.
Huh.
And it makes sense because this, before it was our studio, it was Scott's office. And it's still your office, but yeah, they really like the energy here. And then in Iris's room, I see her spirit guides, and they're a bit more like reserved, and they're like, "We ain't no like snitch" kind of attitude. And so it's very interesting to see the different type of personalities of spirit guides inside the home, and how I knew their spirit guides because I can feel like they're like your energy
Yeah.
on, it's almost as if you're there, like how I feel that you're here, like I know
Yeah.
your presence.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like with them, except it's ladies, they obviously don't look like you, but
Yeah.
they feel like you.
So that's festive. So then if you were to clean someone else's house, you would be able to tell, like, oh, these are supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Have you met our son's spirit guide yet?
Mm-mm. No.
His keeping low key.
I haven't met
Okay.
Theo's spirit guides yet, but definitely for sure yours and Iris's. And I think that was always something that I was really fascinated by at the beginning of my journey, was wondering what my spirit guides look like, what they feel like, and what they do. So yeah, in a nutshell, that is spiritually cleansing is important for a person in their home. I want to share with you guys that our week has been so amazing because we were able to take one whole week off, just no work, like no seeing clients, no schoolwork. Iris was off still on her break, and it was just really nice.
But boy, did you have a lot of appointments.
Okay, so we thought it would be a great idea. Yes, I did get my face sick, but we'll share a little bit about that later.
Yeah.
We thought it would be a great idea to have LASIK surgery on the Wednesday that of the week that we had off, and then your parents came into town. They're like, "Oh well,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
just
show
come.
up.
Yeah, we'll just come visit. Why not? You guys are taking it off." And so we're like, "Oh, how bad can it be?" But the first few days it was very nice because we got to actually physically clean our home from all of the neglect that we've kind of given it because we've been so busy.
That's true. All Monday was like cleaning.
Yeah, putting away Theo's toys,
Oh,
deep
Theo's
cleaning
toys.
the kitchen. I even cleaned my shrine, and Iris was helping, and then we were all just cleaning. So it was really nice.
It was very nice. It was very peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure was. And then come my late okay. I didn't know that LASIK surgery required so many appointments. I think I had 2 pre-op appointments.
Yep.
One with my optometrist where they took a whole bunch of pictures of my eyes and then testing my vision over and over and over and over again. And then my optometrist talking to me and making sure I'm well aware of what's going on. And then we did another little mini pre-op with the clinic that was performing my actual eye surgery as well. And then the day of surgery, that's when we finished with the actual date, and then I had a post-op too. But surgery for LASIK is terrifying. No, I don't regret going through with it, but I'll never ever. You can't pay me enough to go back under to get the correction again because it was terrifying.
The whole thing. I was
it
able
was
to
terrifying.
Record it. Yeah.
Um.
It was quite interesting to see what they were doing to your eye.
Okay, if you are squeamish and you don't want to see, skip this part. Fast forward.
Yeah, it sucks because to record it, it was behind the glass thing, so we were able to watch, but there was glares in it, and they had a little TV.
Okay, tell me why the operating room was right next to the waiting room. Like any bystander could just come watch. Like anybody could come off from the street and just come and watch you getting your eyes prepped on.
That's so true because it was funny because we were like waiting to like check in.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I look over and I'm like, what are people standing there for? And I realize there's a TV and you can see an eyeball.
Yeah, and then freaking Scott's like, oh, look,
that's what they're going to do to your eye.
And I'm like, so anxious. I'm like, that's great. Leave me alone. Stop talking to me. Like, why are you showing? I don't want to see it. Like, look, that's what's going to happen to you.
I thought it was fascinating.
He did not get the message.
No,
anyways.
But I definitely recorded all of Liz's terrifying endeavor.
I was wondering why they would give me anxiety medication. And it definitely helped. I want to share that the sensation of the anxiety medication in my body, that's actually the sensation I get when my spirit guides come through and help me with like a really tough time of like, say, when I'm in the spirit world and I'm feeling emotional and they're giving me strength. That's what it feels like, where it feels like a glove over my heart. But it was really cool. Yeah. So actually going into the operating room with my eyes numb, which feels so bizarre. It just feels like my eyelids, they were rubber boots that just were super slippery. It felt like my eyes were marble floors and my eyelids were rubber boots that was sliding around all over the place. It was so weird. And then they had me lay in this really cold bed, and I was wondering why the room was so cold, but I was so appreciative of it because I was so anxious. I was so hot during the operation because they had my head strapped down and I couldn't move at all. And then the part where they made the incision in my eye, that was the most terrifying part for me because your vision goes blank. Like you don't see anything anymore, and you just feel like it feels okay, like a cup holder being suctioned into your eyeball, and you feel like a can opener like sensation where it's just twisting like a circle all around.
And it leaves a tiny little flap at the bottom, and then they remove the cup holder, and then
Yeah.
a doctor comes in and just like digs into your little flap and
Yeah.
flaps it down. You're just like, whoa. It's pretty intense
it,
watching it. I was like,
it's
God damn.
terrifying. So the right side, that's the side that they performed on first. That wasn't as bad as the left. The left, I was terrified because the numbing started to wear off, and they were already trying to plug that sucker in. You have to hold my eyelids open, and I was like, I can feel it. And then you can see like the nurse is like frantically trying to put the numbing drops in there. I was like, I can feel it, just saying that over and over, like, stop this. And they're like, it's gonna be really fast. Like,
Yeah, they pretty much just like,
yeah, I'm like, this is torture. I'm like, I can feel it. I can still feel it.
that was great.
And no, it was psychologically horrifying.
I think the thing that looked the worst was that big metal thing they put to hold your eyelids open.
Yeah, I felt that.
Because
That
they
was,
just like
yeah,
whip it under your eye. Just like, whoa.
yeah, it's terrifying. And then they
Yeah.
put the can opener that goes onto like into your eye that adds even more pressure. Anyways, I looked forward to the laser part because that was something I could actually see. And
Have you watched the video?
a little, no, no, I
You
have.
haven't watched the video?
I have not. I surprisingly
Huh.
have not watched
That's
my
hard.
LASIK surgery.
Yeah. I showed it to my daughter and she was like, ain't no way,
Yeah.
glasses the rest of my life.
Yeah, Iris also wears glasses.
She wasn't down.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I don't think I've showed you the video.
No, I
You haven't
am.
asked for it either.
No, I'm
Oh.
still horrified by it. Maybe like later. Later.
I mean, you're gonna put it in here when you edit.
Okay, I guess I'll get it over with after this video. But yeah, LASIK surgery went well, and I was just really happy for it to be done. It was a terrible, horrifying experience for me. It was not easy peasy lemon squeezy. And afterward, when the numbing drops wore off from my eyeballs, oh my gosh, it literally feels like someone just keeps squeezing lemon juice in my eyes. And when I couldn't, it hurt so bad, I couldn't even open my eyes. And I had to, like, just feel my way around my home.
I know. We got home and I had to get you out the car.
Yeah.
And then our bedroom is on the 3rd floor. So I was like trying to get you up.
Like a cattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much because they said to go to sleep right after.
Yeah, that's another thing that when they were, doing the can opener thing, sensation to my eyes, the doctor kept saying, when you get home, you need to go to sleep. I swear, like it was a mantra. When you get home, go to sleep. And when I got home, I tried to go to sleep, but it was so painful. Like tears was just coming down my face. And I think it took me about an hour or so to actually like pass out. But when I did, I slept for like 7 hours.
Yeah, you were gone.
Yeah, I took the second dose of anxiety medication because that was supposed to help me sleep. And it did after an hour.
Yep.
And I was so terrified when I opened my eyes and I kind of flinched because I thought the lemon juice sensation was back, but it wasn't. It was gone. And when I opened my eyes, I could see. And I don't know, that was a really beautiful experience too.
Yeah, and now we're on day
Two more,
5. We're on day 5.
yeah, 2 more days, and then it's a week from the operation day. And my vision is still like a little bit blurry, like far away. Supposedly, like the vision is supposed to correct itself as the days progress and I heal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just really happy to be able to see as much as I can right now without the assistance of glasses or contacts. I still feel like I have contacts on, and so sometimes I'm not sure if it annoys you yet, but I still keep like I still ask Scott to bring me my contact lens case
Yeah,
so
because
I can
every
take
night
out
I
my
would bring
eyes.
it to take your eyes out, and now you're like, never mind.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I think that's the weirdest, most nice thing so far for me. It was the post-op was just as bad as I thought it was going to be. Not gonna lie, but the surgery day, it was worse than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I'm impressed at how fast it was because they did both eyes in under 10 minutes.
You know,
Because the video is only 10 minutes long that I recorded. That was pretty cool.
nope. They're like, oh, if you start to need like any like if the things are getting blurry again, you can come back in and we'll get you all fixed up. And no, I ain't gonna say. But
Just gonna let it die.
I'm just I'm just gonna that's part of it. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna get it fixed again. I'm not going under. You can't break me. But yeah, I am nervous for my second reason because I used me being blind to kind of help ease the anxiety of performing with a lot of onlookers. And now that I can see everyone's face. But maybe it won't be so bad because your shaman cap is down. So,
Yep. And it's coming. It's coming quick.
yep.
Got a month and a week.
Yes. And similar to my first raising video, I'm gonna keep you guys and bring you along with my journey and let you guys see behind the scenes of before the actual raising day, and then just kind of bring you guys along on the actual raising of my second shrine day as well. And yeah.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions about the first shrine or going into the second shrine, let us know and we'll make sure to answer them before we get there.
Mm-hmm. And with that will conclude our video for this week, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.